How's it going, y'all? I hope all of y'all are having a great day and a great new year so far. We got another developer update, so you know I'm going to read it, pick out the important information, and talk to y'all about it. So if y'all don't know, I don't always talk about every single detail that are in these updates, either because they're so small I won't talk about it, or because I don't fully understand them and I can't explain them well. So if you want to know every single thing in these updates, make sure you read about them, which I always leave a link to in the description below. But let's go ahead and talk about it. So the Indie Stone has actually hired 3 full-time workers to their studio. The first one is Fenris Wolf, who actually took over and maintained the ORGM mod. So if you've been in the Project Zomboid community, you may have heard of him. The next one is Ames, which people in the community may recognize as well. She's going to be a full-time playtester. The last one is Pat Brin, who's going to be a writer for Project Zomboid. So you may see things like new television stations, new radio stations, new notes, and new annotated maps. With that out of the way, we can talk about the main thing in this update, which are things relating to Build 42. So this update doesn't really give us a ton of new information, it just kind of recaps information that we already knew. But, you know, as always, I'm going to go through it and just let y'all know. So the devs actually say Build 42 centers around 4 main things. The first one is the animal and crafting update. We talked about this a lot on my channel. I have tons and tons of videos that talk about the animal update and one that really talks about the crafting update. So if you want to know more about it, I'll leave a link to 2 videos I made in the description that you can just watch after this video. The next thing that the devs are really focused on in this next build is map expansion. This is something we really haven't talked a lot about, mainly because we don't have a lot of information about it, but also it's kind of being overshadowed by the animal update. But this is something that will add in so much to the game. Not only because we're going to have new places to loot and live, but we could also have new places to spawn, and we're going to have new places that we've never seen before, like this car racetrack, which is not anywhere in the game currently. Again, like I said, unfortunately we don't have a lot of information about it, but we do have some photos which I'll put up on screen right now. If you want to know more about the potential locations of these new towns, I believe the Atomic Duck actually put out a short detailing where he thinks one of the locations actually is. The next major thing that this build focuses around is just the engine update. So the devs are currently working on optimizing the engine, removing any weaknesses in it, working on lighting, and adding basements to the game. This is something that takes an incredible amount of time to do, so it's not as simple as flipping a switch, and not to mention that the devs are also adding an animal update and map expansion to the game, which is why Build 42 is taking so long. So just be patient, y'all, and before you know it, Build 42 is going to be out and we're going to have tons of new systems to just talk about and have fun with. The last major thing that this build really focuses on is moving all the inventory interactions from the client side to server side on multiplayer servers. I don't play a lot of multiplayer, so I don't know if there's a problem with that currently, but just know that they are currently working on this, and if you're a server admin, this may mean something different for you. I really don't know, I don't play multiplayer a lot. Those were just the major things that Build 42 is going to include, but there's going to be tons and tons of tiny things. Like we're going to have Airtion's revamped fishing system, which I'll put on screen right now for y'all to watch while I continue talking. We're going to have improved fire, we're going to have better farming, we're going to have a new system for mixing liquids together, we're going to have new items, new stories to come across, new weapons, new animations and activities, improved music system, and just a whole bunch of other things. Again, this is going to be a huge update, something that's going to add in a lot of life and longevity to the game, so just be patient and it's going to be here before y'all know it. The devs have not said when the build's going to come out or even a time frame of when it's coming out, but if I recall correctly, they plan on releasing this in a shorter amount of time than it took for Build 41 to come out when Build 40 was the version most people played on. I also can't remember, but I believe the devs said that they plan on releasing the next build sometime this year. Again, no time frame, so it could literally be in a few months, it could be halfway through the year, it could be towards the end of the year like in December where Build 41 came out. But that's it for this week. Again, really nothing new, just a recap of what's going to be in Build 42. I appreciate you watching the video. If you want to help out the channel, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And as always, have a good one.